So this one day, me and my boyfriend, we getting ready, to do something. So first, let me say, my boyfriend at the time did not want me to get the procedure done, but I insisted. Me and my sister went to get the procedure done together. And before I got
The one thing that I did notice is that women that wear contacts like this, I think they have insecurity issues. I really do. I've seen a lot of women, and it's just based off my experience. Some of you guys' feelings may be hurt, but it is what it is. A lot of women that wear contacts, I believe, in my honest opinion, that they are insecure. Let's run this tape.
the procedure done, I joined the group on Facebook. It was like a support group, different women that got it, that's in relationships, just for, to talk about it. So a lot of women in the group was pretty much saying, when you get it, your boyfriend is going to be jealous, so just keep it out on that. So when he was telling me it was smelly down there, I was going to the group saying he's saying it's smelly down there. They was basically telling me to ignore him.
Wait, this is something that I'm just now finding out. And I'm being honest about this. I don't know anyone that personally has a BBL, even though I have seen women that have BBLs. I didn't know that they stink. I had no clue.
He's jealous, but he'll eventually come around. So me and my sister got the procedure done at the same time. So at first, man's was healing up good. It was healing normal. So was my sister's. And I would ask her, is you healing well? She would tell me, yeah. I was healing well maybe the first 6 to 7 weeks. But after that, it kept on leaking and kept on draining. I was asking my sister how hers was doing. She said she was not leaking or draining. Mine's would close up, but then like a day or two.
We're talking about your body. We're talking about your body. And her body is leaking and she has no idea why it's leaking. And her sister got it too. And so she's asking her sister what's going on with yours, trying to figure out why their body is leaking. Let that sink in a little bit. This is a serious procedure, was what it sounds like. Unnecessary, but let's go ahead and get into it.
Later, it would start leaking again. So I used to put gauze and dressings on it to support the leakage while I may have been outside or out and about. So that's why I had it for a year with the leakage, because there would be points that it would close up, or I would think it was closed up fully, but it wasn't. So one day me and my boyfriend was about to do something, and he just was like, I cannot take the smell anymore. And he broke up with me and he left. And that was pretty much that. But he was telling me for months. But me listening to the women in a group thinking they knew what they was talking about, it kind of messed everything up for me. It even got to the
Isn't that crazy? And I think this happens a lot, even outside of this case, where people will listen to the people that's outside your relationship versus the person that's in there. What this shows me is that there was a lack of trust, because if she believed anything that he said, if she respected him, then she probably might have had listened to him and looked more into the situation. But that didn't happen here.
point I was wearing jeans in the summertime because it was an embarrassment even looking at it. I'm gonna upload the picture right here.
I'm not a huge fan of BBLs. I don't understand why women want to put their body through something that's risky. It's not a necessity. There's a lot of videos floating around here of people that's passing away due to these procedures. I'm pretty sure there's other way to spice up your appearance, your look, your personality, whatever it may be. But enhancing your body for attention for all the wrong reason. Again, she's wearing these contacts, so this lets me know. You can hate me if you want to, but this lets me know that she is seeking validation, that she is not happy 100% with what's going on with her and how she looks. That was part 2, but I am going to play part 3 right here.
Part 3 on how I got my BBL surgically removed because my sit down one was stinking real bad. So I deleted part 1 because there were so many people in the comments talking shit how y'all are doing now. So I deleted part 1 and I made part 2 because there was some people in the comments that wanted to know more. BBL stink, do you hear me? And it's not coming from the vagina or the beehole. It's coming from the incisions that they cut to inject the fluid and the fat in your butt, okay? There's people in the comments saying, oh, you wasn't washing up right. Come on, let's be real. It's coming out of the incision. It fucking stink. I don't care what y'all say. It stink. And if it's not healing,
I'm gonna tell you this, man. She took down part 1 because she didn't really like what people had to say, but then proceeded to put up part 2 and a part 3. What makes you think that the message is gonna change? BBLs are just a bad deal, man. It really is. And the fact that she's sitting on here saying that it's smelling, I would be highly concerned. I would not be on the internet telling this story. I would be in somebody's ER hospital trying to figure out how I can take this SHIT up out of me.
properly and your body is rejecting it, the hole will remain open and the drainage will continue to come out and stink up your linen, stink up your underwear, stink up everything, okay? Now, my BBL been removed for the past 4 years. Only had it in for about a year until it was stinking so bad I couldn't take it no more. I don't know if y'all wanted me to get on here and say BBL.
Wait. This is my first time hearing this, so I'm catching it in real time, just like you, right? So she had it for a year and she took it out. You should have never got it. It's like a waste of money, a waste of damage to your body. She said the shit was smelling and she had to take it out. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but not funny. But shame on you.
Smell good, but they fucking stink. Stay away from them.
What's sad is that even though she's telling her personal story, there are so many women that's going to disregard the message. They're going to hear it. They don't care. They want to change their look. They want to change their appearance. This is a sad situation, man. And there's tons of videos that are on TikTok that are saying that these BBLs stink. I've personally never been around somebody that close enough to know if it stinks or not, so I can't vouch for it. But based off the information that we're seeing, it must be some truth to it. I got some more videos I'm going to play in regards to this. Here we go.
Y'all see the story time with a lady saying that she had to remove her BBL because her sit down earth stinked? And that's not to be shady, no shade. But she was getting a lot of backlash from a lot of people that got BBLs and they
could have sworn I just heard that smoke detector. Was that just me? Here we go.
I see the story time with a lady saying that she had to remove her BBL because her sit down earth stinked. And that's not to be shady, no shade. But she was getting a lot of backlash from a lot of people that got BBLs and they was just like, you probably ain't know how to wash out. That ain't had nothing to do with washing your ass. I mean, a lot of y'all wanted bigger asses that ain't know how to properly wash the ass that you got. So, I mean, it could be coming from your ass and the incisions. But it's not even coming from washing your ass. That'd be just like an additional stench. It's coming from the incisions, from the surgery. Everybody's body is not reactive in the same way. If you did do your research, which I hope y'all did, it stated that that's a natural healing process of like fluid discharge, inflammation. It could possibly be a bacterial infection as well. But to sit up there and just be in full-fledged denial, and me personally, I done heard niggas say that shit stink. Like the ass be nice, but the smell, you gotta think twice. No shade. So to be clowning her because she came out and told her truth. And my thing is, this was what she said happened with her. She didn't say that all BBLs, you're going to have a stench or it stink. This is what's her story. This is her truth. So y'all even coming up saying something like, oh, you must have didn't wash your ass. That goes to show that you in denial about your own stench when you sit your ass down.
I don't know how I feel about that response. I feel like she was defending the women that do get BBLs while simultaneously highlighting the fact that if you do get a BBL, you are at risk of having a stinky one. But nevertheless, don't get it, man. It's just a bad deal, in my opinion. There are tons and tons of videos that are suggesting that if you are doing these foreign things to your body, and everybody is different, you don't know how your body's going to respond to it. Why risk it? Why risk it, man? That's all I'm saying.
So, as someone who literally works in plastic surgery post-op care, I be around a lot of BBLs. If your BBL is stinking a year into the process, you might have some, like, I don't think that's your butt. I think it's a wound. It could be your cooch. I don't think it's the BBL itself. It might be a wound or one of the holes. To which I would say go to your nearest hospital immediately because it's probably rotting for whatever reason.
Damn.
After a BBL, though, I will say the smells are not that pleasant for a multitude of reasons that I'll list out for you. First of all, when you get liposuction, they stick that needle in there. That looked like I was doing something else just now. And when they're sucking that fat out of you, your skin is disconnected from the muscle. And the reason it's important that you get your massages, lymphatic massages, 6 months, you really should get them for at least 6 months after your surgery, is because your skin needs to heal and
y'all need to pay
heal
attention.
back onto the muscle. And you want it to heal flat and not have that like bumpy look that, you know, on someone's stomach. We all know the look I'm talking about. But while it's healing, fluid swells up because you swell. So with the lymphatic drainage for the first couple of days, your holes will still be open. There'll be some doctors choose to drain with tubes. Because if that tube gets yanked or that shit can hurt, just let it drain out. But it's not gonna smell good because it's literally pus and blood and shit from your body.
Nasty.
It's disgusting. Another reason it stinks is because you're in a faja. You're compressed because we don't want you to swell, right? Because it's healing. And what your body's going to do if it's not compressed, it will expand. You're supposed to stay in that faja for days, right? So what happens is you got all that pus and bullshit coming out that already doesn't smell great. You're in the same faja 4 days a lot of times. You're sweating and you have your natural must. And you have a lot of smells mixing together.
True.
As someone who has done lymphatic massages, I can tell y'all, it doesn't smell great. The girls don't smell great fresh off the table. It's really nothing you can do. Oh, and I forgot this part. You still have to shit, right? You still have to shit. You still have to shit. And your butt is kind of hard, still swollen from all that freshly injected fat. And it's been sitting in a faja. And you now have, you're a part of the club now. You have 17 miles of ass crack. And you cannot necessarily clean yourself as good as you might need, you be used to. Because you're not like taking full on showers. You're not doing that 48 hours post-op. Oh, and I forgot this. You still have to pee. Usually, the girls have the urinals or like the cups that they pee in, and you might get a little driblet. You can't fully squat and pee like Pocahontas.
Man, it just sounds like a lie.
That wasn't politically correct. That's what they called it at Girl Scout camp, which might have been problematic to begin with. You just can't squat and pee in that. How you kind of have to be bent and hunched over. Again, this faja hasn't been cleaned, so it has doo-doo niblets, driblets of pee, pus coming out of you, and you're in that faja for like 3 days.
In that
4
faja.
days. They take it off and put it right back on. That's what y'all are smelling. Now, that smells horrible, yes. But if you're still smelling like that 6 months post-op, you need to go to the emergency room.
That's enough information right there alone as to why you shouldn't get it. I'm hoping that I am enlightening some of these dum-dums that's out there getting these BBLs. You don't need it. It's unnecessary. You're putting your body at too much risk. I don't care how expensive the doctor is. I don't care who went to him. I don't care if someone, in fact, the most famous celebrities went to him. Stay away from it. Stay away from it.
Getting a BBL when you're broke is what's causing BBL smell. You think a BBL is just the price for the surgery. Those massages after are very important. I did a massage like every day for 2 months, and that gets pricey. When you get surgery, you have to drain out those fluids. Those massages drain.
Oh, okay. We have someone here that's educating us. So if you have money, then you can avoid the smell. You also have to pay for massages every single day so that you don't get the smell. Let's keep listening.
You. And then you need to detox. Some of you just don't care. Some of you are too broke. I used sweet cookie chlorophyll when I had surgery, and to this day, my armpits don't even stink when I sweat. When you go through a surgery like that, it can create bacteria. toxins in the body. You want to get rid of the toxins. Matter of fact, your butt is bigger now, so you are going to sweat more. Anywhere you sweat can carry an odor. This is because we eat bad foods. That creates toxins in our body. That creates odor. This is like deodorant for inside of you. This is like drinking deodorant. Forget putting on deodorant. This deodorizes from inside. So it's no point in spraying perfume. It's no point in doing anything if you're not cleansing from the inside. Whether you have BBL smell or just body odor in general. Sweet cookie chlorophyll, it works fast. It has no taste. This is that girl.
Wow. So she's giving you guys a first glimpse as to how to avoid the smell, how to rid the smells of your body when it's trying to release. I still say don't mess with it, man. But there are women that will ignore the other women who are speaking so negative about it and who've taken it out after a year, after 6 months. But they'll listen to this particular young lady because she's sprinkling a little bit of positivity on the whole process. She's giving everybody else light and saying, hey, you too can get a BBL and not have to go through those complications. This is all you have to do. And she showed you. Still a bad deal. I did go to her TikTok. I'm curious to see how her body looks because she said she did have it. So I'm going to run this clip and let's take a look. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at her, man. Got the volume turned down. Okay. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. If I seen her in person, I definitely would think that she had a BBL. I don't like when women got these filters, man. I think some women are beautiful enough where they don't need filters. But you can't tell them that because in their eyes, in their head, they need the filters. From the front, it's a nice shape. It's a nice shape. Presentation-wise, I think it looks good. It looks good. But let's stop it right there. You can definitely tell that's a BBL. It's not natural. It's not natural, but a lot of men will go for it. They will go for it. I think BBLs are a bad deal. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.